I know there's a lot going on. There's always a lot going on for different people, but it can sometimes feel like you don't have much to say to whatever is happening. And I have some things to say. Thoughts that I collect on my phone, but I never usually put them out because I'm like, I need to present it in such a way that is interesting for people to look at. But at the same time, if people need to hear it, they need to hear it. First one is, you are still an artist, even if you don't post your work all the time. Because sometimes we make it a commodity. We make ourselves a commodity to where we always have to show our face in order to be valuable or in order to be recognized as a good artist, and that's not always the case. Some of the best artists are the ones that don't even show themselves that often because they know how rare their gifts are. So why don't you do the same thing for yourself? Take time for yourself. And I know we in this social media bubble, social media time, and everything. We want to display our works, which is totally understandable. Not saying to not do it, but you shouldn't always feel pressured to put on a performance for other people. I'm waiting for this plane. You're doing too much, my guy. Even like me doing this is a lot, but I have to realize that sometimes it's not necessary. Sometimes some things need to be kept to yourself and yourself only. Like some parts of your process needs to be kept to yourself. I think Instagram and social media has just put it to where we have to share everything about ourselves in order to be valuable, and that's not true. That's not true, okay? There's value in withholding some information about yourself. The second thing I have to say is to not let fear or anxiety stop you from taking action, because all those are, they're just feelings. They're just signals in your head. And usually when you do get those signals, it's meaning that something is important to you. Like for instance, not too long ago, I went to the Duval Ball just for fun because I was like, I want to see what it is. But I happened to be on the stage because it was like, does anybody want to model what they have on or whatever? And like in my head, I said, oh, that sounds fun, but what if? It's always that but. It's always that but. And the but don't be helping, okay? The but is just there to block you from your potential, and you sometimes got to ignore it because fear can mask itself. It masks itself in different ways. And sometimes fear comes from excitement, but you don't realize that. You take it as danger. That's not always true. Don't let it stop you. If you feel this feeling, just know, okay, this is probably a signal that this is important to me. This is something new. I'm in a new territory. I haven't done this before, but I can still try it. That doesn't mean I shouldn't. Think of all the people, the greatest people that would not be who they are today if they let fear stop them, right? Like literally fear is literally just an illusion to keep you safe. That's how your brain works. Your mind wants to keep you safe, and so it's going to stop you from doing certain things that it feels is a threat to your being. And we got to understand that, okay? The last thing that I will say is usually in the moments where you don't want to do something, that's when you need to do it, because you're already programming your brain to do the hard thing, getting it out the way. If you're always procrastinating, if you're always saying, I'll do it later, that later never comes, because guess what? The only time that you have is now, and you make your decisions now. So go ahead and get that thing out of the way, because you're telling your brain that you are winning. You control what you do, you control your actions. And you can't put that on nobody else because you're the one behind it. That's how you win victory every single day. Same thing with that dream that you have. Don't put it off. Do it right now. Start small. Do something simple. It doesn't have to be the biggest thing. Like when it comes to tasks and you feel overwhelmed with like big projects or with big chores, just break it down. Do the first thing. That first thing leads to the second thing. That second thing leads to the third thing. And then soon enough, you'll realize that you've done the whole thing. You just got to put one step forwards. One more thing, if it's not growing you, it's hindering you. If it's not pushing you forwards, it's holding you back. Think about that. Apply it.
That's all.